Hey guys, and unboxing today again, and I have a new wind turbine, which is the FT800M5. Why M5? Because, well, it's the best one that you can get on AliExpress still. But I think it's not a good thing to get it on AliExpress. You should get it from a manufacturer directly. That's me running away, running up front, very forward. But I mean, still, for those who are not convenient buying on Alibaba, you can get it on AliExpress still. I will give you the links, but bear in mind that the price there will be slightly heftier. And well, that's natural. So M5, I consider it to be the perfect one for beginners, because, well, this one is not too heavy yet, this one is not too small yet to embarrass you with its production capabilities. So what the manufacturer states, it should be 800 watts. Yeah, that's here. They claim it to be 800 watts one. And, well, in my case, it's 96 volts, because, as always, I will be doing modification. I will not be using the default factory one. I will be doing it for my cause. But, I mean, seriously, if you want it to work on a 48-volt system, go for a 48-volt wind turbine and a boost controller. If you want it to work on a 24-volt system, go for a 24-volt controller. Whatever, I mean, regardless in this case, but get the 48-volt wind turbine. If you are planning to use the 96-volt wind turbine like I do, and without any changes to the unit itself, you have to have a buck controller. Otherwise, it will be underspinning and will not be producing as it should. In my case, I will be doing changes. You will see it in this video, which exact ones. So you will see why I'm doing this. But anyways, let's start with what's inside the box. Cone, plastic one, good. Wind turbine body, cast thing, aluminum cast, rib generator body, very good. The gen with the shafts, like the proper conical one with the proper nut. I mean, it's serious. It's already, it reminds me of a serious machine, of a serious unit. And as you may clearly see, the gen is attached separately, with the bolts that get into here. And I think in this case I will undo the cover, so we will definitely check what's inside and what are the sizes of the starters, rotors, everything. You will have to see that there should be 2 bearings inside, which is also very important for stability, for this kind of shaft thickness, right? What do we have else? Of course, some kind of instruction, which is very good for a beginner. It shows how to assemble it, what is with the wind turbine, how to connect it. I mean, everything for the beginner, it's already in there. Okay, and we have also the flange that should be welded onto the mounting pipe. Oh, by the way, my place where I'm going to mount it will be here, but not to that very same space, because, well, it's the square pipe 50 mil, and I will be using the round one adapter, which is 78 mil thickness and 3 millimeter. I mean, not the thickness, 78 in diameter and 3 mil thickness of the metal. And I have already it prepared. It's drying with the paint is drying. So I mean, I will mount it just inside the square pipe and will secure it with 2 bolts, so it doesn't wobble. It's already prepared. It will be done very soon. And I mean, having the flange over there is very important, because it allows you to put it anywhere where it fits, and it's more reliable, much more reliable than the whatever other pipe connection. So hub and the hub plate, aluminum cast, and you see the threads there. So we also have all the bolts, and these just means that these bigger ones are the flange ones, and these smaller ones should be the blades ones. Blades should be down there. And let me tell you one more thing before I'm undoing everything and getting to the blades stuff. So M5, M6, M8 are all going into similar packaging. On AliExpress you can find truthfully only M5. Because, well, that's what is 195, 196 meters in diameter realistically. We will measure it all again to ensure that I'm correct. M6 should be 208 and M8 should be 226. But you will not find the M6 or M8 units on AliExpress. No way. Impossible. Almost impossible. The one that they will show it to you, they will show you as SM6, and they will claim it to be like 5 kilowatts, 6 kilowatt, even 8 kilowatt I have seen somewhere. But I mean, seriously, no. True factories state true power. So this one can only give you 800 watts on 10 meters per second, which is true, and we will see that. But, I mean, seriously, who will believe that there will be like 8 kilowatts or something? Anyways, all of those units, they have the tail that is too short. So what I will do initially, even before putting it up in the air, I will drill out all those relay connections, and I will just move it backwards, like I think 15 centimeters. I mean, so this hole will be here and this hole will be here. So I will still have enough in decent joints, but the whole tail will be longer for this exact amount of centimeters, exact amount of size. So that's what I'm going to do. As always, all the links will be affiliate ones, and they will be in the description. But I mean, seriously, the best way is to buy it from the manufacturer. There, the price is so much better than on AliExpress. Seriously. So if you know how to buy on Alibaba, go for Alibaba. Like literally, that's the best place and the easiest thing to do this, like I do. Let me get it out and show you the blades. Okay, guys, so the wind turbine lies sidewise, and here are the blades. Blades. This is nylon. This should be plastic nylon in our case, so I'm showing you the angles here. So here is the blade profile. It's kind of good, I would say, but a little bit too small, I would also say, and we will measure it later. So, like, you see the angle on the end, you see the angle on the beginning, you see the difference. And let's do some measurements, because, well, I will be changing the blades to these ones, to the different ones that I bought sometime earlier before, and I've been showing them to you. So first of all, these ones. Oh, come on. So something like 48 mil on the tip of a blade, 47 maybe. On the thickest part, it's on the longest part, 175 mil. Yep, like that. And the total length, let's check if they have lied to us or if they didn't. Yeah, no, it's 95, absolutely correctly. So the whole assembled hub, I will show it to you, but I will not be putting this on the wind turbine. I already told you why. So let's do the measurement of this blade that I will be using as an alternative, because it is bigger. It is definitely bigger. You can clearly see, so let me align them. You can clearly see that the blade that I will be using is definitely way bigger. But the thing is, it's not only bigger, it's also better, because it's 67 mil, not 47 on the end. And it's somewhere about 18, I think. I just don't remember how many exactly. Hold on a sec. No, 18.5, so centimeter wider on this area. So this will give me what? On these, my alternative blades, I will have bigger diameter, I will have less rotations, and I will have bigger drag. So I mean, not drag, but lift, of course, yes. But by saying drag, I mean that the power, the torque will be the correct word here. So I will have the bigger torque on these blades. So I believe that I must be able to overcome the underspin that may happen on the 96-volt wind turbine. That's it. That's my goal, that's my claim. What else? Let me assemble the hubs, one hub and another hub. And by the way, I had to do some adjustments to the original hub that I'm having with the new alternative blades that I will be using. So it has the kind of a modification that allows it to be put inside, specifically on that exact cone that is used on that shaft of the generator. So the mod looks like this, and well, this will allow me using the factory hub for that blade, that set of blades. So this set of blades will be staying idle for some time. I will not be even trying them because it makes little sense to do this in my case, because I already know that they won't be working. But I mean, my goal is to make the wind turbine to work from as low winds as possible, from literally like 2 meters per second, and I believe we'll be able to get that. Let's see in production. We will do this very soon. So I'm assembling the hubs right now. Okay guys, 2 wind wheels are assembled. So this is the original one from M5 unit, and this is my alternative one that I will be using. So let's measure finally the working diameters fully. So what do we have here? What do we have here? It's 96.5 till the center. This means that it's 193 centimeters, the whole diameter of the default factory M5 wind turbine. And what will I gain in my modified one? Come on. Seriously. Okay, got it. And up until the center, it's... Come on. I cannot make it working absolutely nicely. It's 110 from what I see. It's 110, and yes, that's true. So 220 centimeters instead of 193. That's a huge difference. That's a huge difference. One more thing I have to mention to you. So, I mean, this is a normal rotation, clockwise, and this one will be different. One will be counterclockwise, and that gives me a little bit of headache because I have to counter it a little bit. I will not be able to use the default ones elements here, which sits here, because I will have to use something specific and additional to to not it unscrew whatever. And of course I will not be using this element with the alternative hub because it doesn't have any of those. So yeah, anyways, let me modify the tail, let me do how I'm modifying the tail, and let's proceed with installation of this unit. So the tail is lengthened, it took some time. It doesn't look beautiful, of course, and you should consider repainting it all if you think of like beautiful to make it beautiful. But I mean, I don't care in this time because I'm not sure if this tail would be long enough, or if I probably will have to maybe even redo the tail plate later on, because well, I mean, seriously, you have seen it all. The wind wheel is heavily bigger than it used to be. So yeah, let's see how it works, and just like use these very simple, very small, tiny screws. More than enough, 2 of them, to hold it like crazy. It won't move anywhere. Okay guys, I disassembled it all, and what I can say, it doesn't have any 2 bearings. No. So take a look here. It has only 1 bearing somewhere over there in that place. The magnets are, let's measure the size if it's possible, I mean, because it's sticky. So sidewise it's 23 mil. Thickness thickness is 5, and the height, oh come on, is 40 millimeters. Okay, same inside. Let's check though. So what's the thickness of the stator? Yes, it's same, 4 centimeters, so 40 millimeters. Okay, so any damage here? No? Did I cause anything? Well, anyways, I will like blow it out. So brushes, yes, brushes, still brushes, brush contact, and nothing specific. I mean, this is the first thing to fail here, absolutely be sure. The second thing to fail will be, I think, the bearing, because it's only one. I mean, seriously, guys, if you want double bearing, go for L series. Even the smallest FT1000 has got double bearings, definitely. I disassembled that generator, it has double bearings. 1500, definitely double bearings. 2000, double bearings. I mean, well, what can you expect? I mean, this one is cheap, comparably. One more thing to measure. So what kind of, like, we have a wire here hanging out, a little bit one. So I have a caliper, which is zeroed. So let's measure let's try measuring the thickness of the wire. 0.8. So that's the 0.8 mil. That's the thickness of the wire that is used in the 96 volt gen. And bear in mind, it can easily withstand 30 amps. This one, I mean, a short term, a long term, 22, 25 max, and you will be okay. Well, let me assemble it back and put it on the wind to work with it. Just bear in mind that you have to reapply the sealant, and I'm using the head gasket sealant, which is like for high temp, whatever. You should use something similar just to ensure that no water will ever get into here. So, and this will work absolutely as it should. Yeah, that's it. Let's see how it works on the wind. Oh, assembled it. And well, you can clearly see that it gives a little bit of rotation once it's parked. Let's see how it goes. I'm not sure about the vibrations yet. Maybe we'll have to apply something that will make it sturdier. I mean, the construction overall. But still, let's give it a try. Let's give it a spin. And I had to wait for a day, and you have just seen that this one had just started, and that one was already a little bit going. This one is still stopped. This started rotation just literally. And I mean, let's see if there will be a couple of watts, maybe. Oh yeah, even if 1000 started. I mean, that's the latest one to start at this point. But let's see if there is any production right now. I had to wait for a day because yesterday there was no wind, so it's his controller. Its controller, yeah, there are 5 watts from the wind turbine PW, 35 volts it gets to something, so it's still boosting, right? So you can definitely see that it is not getting to 50 plus volts, which should be enough for charging the batteries, 53, 55, I don't know, but it's still boosting starting from 28. Right now it's at 34 volts and some 5 watts we have. I mean, well, let's wait for some time. I want to show you that it can go slightly better, of course, than 5-6 watts, right? And like, let's make our conclusions a little bit later. Okay guys, couple of days passed and I have something to update you. Well, these blades I put onto the M5, the not original ones, they are absolutely awful. They don't work. Let me show you and explain it to you. So don't ever do this like I did in this video. This should not happen. So first of all, on this controller, the max I was able to see was like 40 watts. That's it, not more. And seriously, in this kind of wind like we have right now, and it's about like from 4 to 6, sometimes to 7 gusts, maybe even up to 8 meters per second. Like, I mean, it sits like this. It sits like this, 4, 5, 6, 10, 15, max 40 watts on some gusts. I mean, that's crazily low. That's absolutely ridiculously low. That's not what is expected because, like, for example, nearly FT1000, it's 60, 50, you see 30. Right now, the gust went down. Yeah, absolutely, it's 3.8, so it's relevant. But seriously, this is not what you should expect from that kind of wind turbine, because like FT2000, sorry, it's 100 something already. With that same small wind, the 2-meter Ukraine made 30 watts, 40 watts, and well, I prepared this one to actually prove you that even the boost and buck controller that allows this unit to spin will not actually be able to do this. So let me do the switch to the top, and now it's moved from this controller to this controller. The settings are exactly as for it, so you see 39 volts and the RPMs when it should be taking some
amps out of it are set to 130. That is designed when the tip speed ratio is 5, which is quite slow for these blades, absolutely quite slow. And I mean, seriously, this is the wind when this one produces something and this one goes at 0. When this one produces something in a pulse mode, yes, but produces, and even this one produces, anyways, but that one goes 0 because it cannot even reach the required RPMs. That's a problem. And even if the RPMs are reached, at some point, obviously on a very much stronger winds, you apply a very small amp pressure to it, and it just slows down and does not produce anything. So this is absolutely ridiculous thing. So let me do the following. Let me put here the originally made blades, the 193 diameter, and at least let's have a proof that the factory combination will work, because I mean, like, still 140, okay, some dragging out power will happen in just a second. Let's wait. In a fraction. Come on. Yeah, well, we can see, but I mean, you have seen it all, just like a slight pressure of the amps, and it's already down below the limit. They cannot bear the blades and the rotor that they produce with those is absolutely awful. Awful. So, well, anyways, you got my claim. I will show them once to you. So never ever buy those. Never ever do this mistake like I did. But I mean, it's good that we have this kind of video so we can see it. We can actually prove some stuff. So yeah, let me change the blades back to the original ones, and let's see and let's confirm that this unit is capable of something. Okay, guys, I changed the wind well, and it looks nice. And otherwise, it's all the good news that I have for you about it. I mean, it just looks nice, right? Looks okay, looks cool, rotates somewhat. I mean, I know that it's 96 volts for working on a 48 volt system, and it should not spin too much. I just left it already because let me tell you something. This one is just like a so much better machine for the home production than this one, than any of the M series. I am confident now about it. Then I would never ever recommend to you to go with the smaller wind turbines at all. Unfortunately, I cannot. Because it just doesn't work. It just does not work in the factory condition. I will be modifying it later on, and I will tell you how exactly. But I mean, seriously, take a look at the rotations. Right now, the speed is not that big, so we can clearly see it. 2.5 meter wind wheel. You see the rotations. That's a 2 meter. 202. 2 meter 2 centimeters. And this is 193. It should be all vice versa. I mean, this one should spin the fastest. This should be the second in speed, and this one should be the slowest. But this one is the fastest. You got me right. I mean, seriously, that's crazy. That's absolutely like I don't know. It's not corresponding to the diameter. It's not corresponding to the physics. But I mean, the problem is in the blades. The blades the changed blades that I already took them down. Right? You remember these. These are awful. These are absolutely awful. I can't recommend it. But I mean, these are not better. These are slightly better. Slightly better. But because, well, I tried whatever possible setup I have. Like, I mean, I can do anything here. I put it on day. I put it on a boost controller. I put it on a buck controller. Like, I mean, boost and buck. But seriously, I'm allowed to like let it spin to the high voltages. And like to let it go. I tried it on a ballast type controller. I tried it on a solar input, standard solar MPPT. I had never ever seen for these couple of days more than 55 watts out of it. This is a disaster. I cannot recommend the M series to anyone. Literally can't. This one was shooting 300 maybe. Yeah, this one was going up to 800 these days. Those like, yeah, 1.5 kilo, 2 kilos, easily, no issues with that. But that tiny one could not spin up high enough. Because, well, you see, it rotated already right now. And the rotations are like, I mean, right now I don't care that they are, it's slowed by the controller at this point. But I mean, if I let it go, it will not. It will not. The blades won't allow it to spin. Seriously, if you don't trust me, go get one. I'm giving you all the links, guys. Go get one and you will be sure. And unfortunately, I'm only confident one more time that everything that is below a series wind turbine, which is an L series, like this is the smallest one, 2.5 meter diameter. Everything below that is a waste of time and money. Unless you want a training session, unless you want to learn how it works. No, those are just not worth it. I mean, producers are this one, this one, this one, and this one. In a normal gen mode, the 10-pole one, because 8-pole is kind of not okay. I mean, these last couple of days, it goes so much better. It's just missing that torque and voltage on the low winds capabilities. When those overperform it literally crazily. But I mean, in this case, let me show you quickly the final touches. So M5. 6 watts, 10 watts, 7 watts. FT1000, 120, 97, 107, 120, 120, 160, 13 watts, 11 watts. Okay, that small Ukraine-made one, 90 watts, 88, 66, 69, 86. Almost same diameter, you see it all. This one, still same. 1500. Yeah, but I mean, this one slowed down as well, right? So it's all correlating. $2,000, right? And let's go back. 2 watts, whatever. I mean, if I will switch it to the solar input, in the cases once it shows like 5 to 10 watts, it will be showing 0 because it will not reach the voltage that is high enough. It will not reach the 54, 55 volts, which it should be doing easily because this is a 96 volt unit by default. And in buck mode, it works even worse than it works in the current 48 volt mode. I mean, seriously, I'm really negatively this time impressed about this wind turbine. I thought to claim it to be the best for the RV, for the something like this, but I mean, seriously, just don't get it. Don't buy it. No, I cannot recommend it. Well, anyways, let me tell you, I will leave it as it is for a while, because let me tell you this. I already purchased a 3.2 meters diameter set wind of blades, the wind wheel for the FT1500, which has now 3.0. This means that it will gain 15% in production indefinitely. I'm very confident that I will get it, because, well, that controller allows setting it up. And this means that the 3.0 wind wheel will likely go to this wind turbine, but I will need to think how to increase the voltage of the generator there. Maybe rewind it, maybe recommute it somehow. I will do this during next spring, summer sometime, because I mean it will take some time for the blades to arrive. 3 months is at least from this date. And this means that I will have the 2.5 meters wind wheel available. And that's the point when this unit might be able to get it. And that's the point when it may be able to show itself. show its capabilities. So let's just wait and see. For now, we will be all laughing from it because it will be literally like producing almost nothing all these days, for several months at least. But let's see, why not? Like, I mean, it's a toy. It's a toy, so we should be playing with it regardless. I mean, it's a cheap toy. If you don't buy it on AliExpress, but directly from a manufacturer, like, I mean, it's it's a toy money, you know. Some are seaplanes, or even like those Toyo's cars that you drive around are worth more and way more money than this small wind turbine, than this small toy. Anyways, well, thanks for now. I will leave all the links just in case, so you will see all the controllers that I have. You will see all the wind turbines that I have. But I mean, like, if you want to get a wind turbine, don't get the M series. Go for at least L series, 1000, 1500, 2000, whatever, or go for the FD series, which is just another class of a unit. Absolutely. And well, the very next step will be, I have to mount the optimizer, so that will be the very next video. But the next step here will be the pitch control unit. I'm waiting for the flange to be produced and like to finish the tower ending, and yeah, that's the very next point to work on. Absolutely. So thanks, and see you later.
And I just wanted to finish this video, guys. And yesterday, once I was shooting the last element, after that, I went to YouTube and found this guy from Poland. Channel name is Free Energy Home, who is playing with these kind of wind turbines. He modifies them heavily and then resells them as modified or as heavily modified units because, well, they are definitely becoming worth it. So, for example, here's the screen. I will give you the links to those videos so you can check it yourself. Like, to be sure that I'm not like telling you something extra or something off script, whatever. But here on this screen, for example, we have the original default SM6 on AliExpress, which is realistically M5. Does these guys call them M6 wind turbine? Because well, it's 1.93 wind wheel diameter, so it's M5. M6 has got bigger wind wheel. Anyways, this is the default factory one. You see how short the tail is because that's a default factory one, and that's the one he actually via tests he has been doing for 2 years already. He figured out that one is working absolutely good with this tail plate. But I mean, I think also that the tail plate should be also increased because it's not reaching the 4% of the era even. And it's best if it's 4 to 5, somewhere within this limit. But still, double the tail size. That's what makes this wind turbine behave steadily, sits steadily on the wind. So it sits and doesn't lurk from here to there. And the other important modification, he has got the very different blade. So this is the factory one. You see how thin it's on the edge, and this is his blade. You see how different it is. So much different. I mean, he's producing them and selling them with his modified wind turbines. You can also like buy the blades only if you want. Just find somewhere on his channel. Like the information is over there. Anyways, the blades and the tail is something that makes this wind turbine go and go like crazy. Here's one of his videos, like how it goes. And let me explain you. On his controller, he actually made the wind and solar input to go in parallel. So whatever you see in total in these big values, in these big numbers, is the total output of this wind turbine. And yes, between 8 and 12 meters per second winds, it is shooting like crazy. 1 kilowatt and up to even 2. So, I mean, what else do you want from this kind of unit? So, I mean, again, you can get it, but as I said, this is for the beginner. But to make it working properly, change the tail and change the blades to the proper ones. In that case, it will go exactly as on this video, as you see. Like the modifications about the controller. I mean, it's a separate topic. I will be doing one of them on my own. So just like stay tuned. And for now, I mean that's it. So check the links in the description. There will be a lot of useful stuff. Thanks. Bye.